I haven't really looked at all of the do's and don'ts of taking the test. Let's say I would prefer to take it in my office because I can close my door if it's on a Saturday. I know nobody's going to interrupt me. Is that a yes or probably a no because I have all my office books and paper and printer and everything like that? And I also have a double screen. So would I have to take one of my screens down? Because I think I've heard that you can't have that.
Great question, Cora. So correct, no dual monitors. So no double screens or anything like that. It's considered a security thing. So if you could bring a different device or disconnect the dual monitor situation, that could be fine though. You don't have to do the Flex at home specifically. And after all, how do they know whether you're home or not necessarily, right? So an office would be fine. A friend's house would be fine. Anywhere really with a good internet connection that's quiet where you can control the setting and not have people walking by in the background, it's all totally okay. But yeah, I would just basically clear out your area. You will have to do a panoramic scan of the room to account for anything suspicious, make sure there's nobody else in the room for the proctor on the other end. But if you can clean up your office and put things away, that could be fine. It's really just about not having anything open, anything out. So if you have books on a bookshelf in the back, if they're all closed and there's no risk of you consulting them in their view, that's okay. But you wouldn't want to have papers strewn all over your desk. As Virginia is saying, you do have to clear the entire desk, correct? So if you have a messy desk, I would clean it up, put everything in a box to the side or in a different room for those 2 hours. Then you could rearrange it afterwards.
Sounds good. And how many sheets of paper are we allowed? Do you remember?
You get 5 sheets.
Okay.
5 sheets of paper, which is 10 pages with double-sided. And they all have to be obviously clear, no writing on them.
And they have to be legal, right?
No, they don't have to be legal. And that's funny. So I've actually...
Letter size.
I've mentioned that before, yeah. So we would typically probably assume 8.5 by 11 standard paper, but the rules don't actually say the size of the paper. And so some people have been able to use legal sized paper, which I think is appropriate because it's exploiting a loophole of sorts. But yeah, so people have been able to do it. Whether you'll be able to specifically, I can't say. But if you want more area, if you want more space, I would say have the legal size there as your default, but also have regular as a backup just in case the proctor challenges it. Mm-hmm. They may not be in the right given the statements on LSAC's site, which are really vague about that, but I would have it just in case. And I would not count on using the legal size.
That, and I wouldn't want to start off bad with the proctor either.
No. Yeah, that's something I wouldn't die on that hill. I think 8.5 by 11 should be sufficient. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.